What's up, everybody? We're back into the NcNinerTalk. I'm Nicholas, and this is my papa, Carlos.
What's up?
We got two familiar faces back on the channel today. We got Coach Zach and Coach Max.
What's up, boys?
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Great to be back on Niner Talk.
We wanted to get you guys on the Niners and Bears Sunday night game. We couldn't. It was a classic, to say the least. But Niners and Bears are in the divisional round, so we had to get you guys on for this. I'm very excited. I already know you guys are excited. Bears are back in the playoffs, doing great right now. So I'm just going to ask you guys, how are you guys feeling about this new and improved Bears team?
Feeling great. Feeling really great.
All led by the man on his shirt, little Ben Johnson. So yeah, we're big fans. Led by a lot of young players, and that's the most exciting thing. Caleb Williams, obviously,
Different, man.
one of the best throws in playoff history.
That 4th and 8 was different.
Going against the grain on his throwing motion. Yeah.
Yeah, when the game was on the line, that was actually one of the best throws I've seen in recent memory. And he's a Chicago Bear. Chicago Bear quarterbacks aren't known to be, flashy, aren't known to be the best. And Caleb Williams has the potential to be very great in this NFL. And, I mean, I'm glad the Bears are good. The Bears have been, losing in, traumatic ways for years now. But now they've been having some crazy wins, especially this year. This year has been an amazing year for the Chicago Bears. Ben Johnson turned everything around, and that offense is humming. So, I'm going to discuss both games. The Niners versus the Seahawks, and then Bears against the Rams. It's going to be at Soldier Field, too. It's going to be like 5 degrees in Chicago. And that in favor of Chicago. So that's like a big factor. So
we can talk about our squad first. Feeling pretty good about the Bears. Obviously, Colston Loveland. I think it's the second tight end taken in the draft.
Yep.
Boy out of Idaho.
Big upside.
And he's been on fire in the second part of the season. And beyond just catches underneath. He's been having the biggest catches right when we need him, up the seam on deep post routes, crossing routes, really good stuff.
Yeah, I think biggest point in this next game is just defense. We have a lot of players questionable, some key players out, on all levels, safety wise and lineman wise. So I think just stopping the Rams was, the main focus.
It's a next man up team. The defense is always going to be the heart of it. And like the Niners, they'll just keep elevating guys off the practice squad and really leading from from that heart of the Bear defense. Part of what I think makes the Bears so dangerous right now is their receiving core, probably the best blocking receivers in the league right now. And the receivers room had a motto of no block, no ball. So that's why Luther Burden got buried on the bench early because he wasn't blocking. And now he's obviously found his stride blocking. And Zacchaeus was also buried on the bench early because no block, no ball. So those guys are now playing because they're blocking. They're playing the way they need to as Chicago Bears, especially at this time of year. To think that you have to not pass in January, we'll see what happens.
Well, they have a good running game, right?
They have Monangai and DeAndre Swift, which we saw a lot of times throughout the year. They have taken over the game and taken a lot of pressure off Caleb Williams. And
especially if it's this type of weather.
Exactly what
this type of weather is a running type of style. But something I noticed, I know in the last few weeks or maybe all year, you guys know more than us, but it's just what we hear. The weak link on the Chicago is the defense overall, right? They allow a lot of points, but they could score a lot of points. The reason I'm very upbeat for this game for Chicago is because LA has kind of reversed. The first, 12 weeks, they've been top-notch defense, outstanding.
Top-notch team.
Team overall.
Yeah.
But the end part is just it's going down and down and down, meaning if the Panthers could score this much on this team and had them on the brink of eliminating. Now they're going to see an up notch of offense, better quarterback, better running backs. So it looks very promising overall. I don't believe in the Rams. I just don't. We've seen them, and we also don't want them to win anyway. So
No, not at all. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that the Bears fans are going nuts in the city. It hasn't been this hype with a young player since Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
This kind of hype has not happened. And,
You know-
so the word on the street is that everybody's more than the White Sox, more than the Cubs in 2016. It's back to 85 Bears, and on the way to the 85 Super Bowl, who do you think was in their way? But the Rams.
Yeah.
And,
You know what?
He scored.
Williams just needs to take care of that ball, I think, and they're gonna just
Totally.
when it's playoff is all about taking care of the ball. Although we didn't take care of the ball last week, however,
Well, but
that's a whole different story. But I think right now, at least for him, because he's so young, is making sure that he doesn't make the bad plays, and that's what he did against Green Bay. It was kind of slow, but he just kept, if you keep a team around for too long, and we've seen it in our basketball league this year, we let a team hang out.
Yep.
They're eventually going to come out. So,
especially a team like the
Worst
Bears
time.
has been coming back time after time after time again in the fourth quarter. In the last 2 minutes alone, where they're just like, all right, it's wraps. And then Chicago.
we thought it was over. Like, oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah, we were at top.
There was some anger, some words said at the TV at halftime, and that maybe got them going. I'm not sure, but it's huge to have the Bears at home. Like,
Yeah.
It is huge. That crowd.
Yeah.
Look, so when the Niners play in SoFi, they call it
Levi South.
Levi South because it's bare with Niner fans.
Yeah.
And they have a hard time. They really do have a hard time. But now they're going to be in Soldier Field outside.
In the
the
coldest
cold.
possible. Against a team who's done it before in this cold weather. So it's just like, Bears definitely have the advantage.
Indoor team to outside is usually outside has the advantage, but they still have to play.
They play a 2021 Super Bowl team where Matthew Stafford is playing at an MVP level right now. So he's done it
played the
before.
best football of his life right now.
Yes.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Bears are number one in either interceptions or takeaways.
Takeaways.
Yeah.
Takeaways. So
It's huge.
Matthew Stafford throwing like 2 picks last week to the Panthers. I think the Bears can come up with a few takeaways that can set up Caleb Williams in the offense, who can just run, and just kind of just shove down the defense.
And keep the ball away from Stafford.
Yeah.
I'd say part of what got the Bears tuned up right now for the playoffs is really, how many points they scored against the Niners when they were going to the playoffs.
It was a lot of points, a lot of touchdowns, not just points, touchdowns.
The defense stayed home that day.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was a great game. I
Down to
liked
the
that.
last play. Does anybody want a better football game?
It was Madden-like. It was unbelievable game.
Congratulations on that.
Like,
win.
go for it on fourth down. Go for it on fourth down. It was crazy.
Both quarterbacks they did their thing. I mean, that's what you want from young quarterbacks, and just seeing that definitely gives you more confidence in them coming into the playoffs. So
Both teams actually played really tough teams near the end,
yes,
getting prepped for the playoffs.
yes.
And you see it. You're seeing it already. You've seen it already in the short. So, what do you think about the Niners?
For me,
Yeah.
Niners. Man, they played a Seahawks team that just wiped them out 2 weeks ago. But a lot of things are different now, and a lot of things could be different. I mean, I just feel like they're playing with a different swagger. I think Brock Purdy is gonna just have a bounce back game from that game, but he just had that against a tough Eagles defense that I mean, you guys dominated on that Black Friday game, but it is a tough defense and a tough environment to play in, and Brock Purdy kind of just calm and collected and took the win away and won it for the Niners, and having that quarterback presence just gives me a lot of confidence going into that game, because I don't see that with Sam Darnold. I don't see where you can trust him having the game on the line and, all right, I want you to make a play.
Yep.
There's not a lot of quarterbacks that can do that in this league, and he hasn't proven it. Purdy has proven it a few times. Going back to these Bears-Rams matchup, Matthew Stafford has proven it. Caleb Williams has now started to prove it a lot, but Sam Darnold I haven't seen any of that. So that's where I think the Niners will win the game if they put the game in Sam Darnold's hands.
9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions for Darnold. I think the last games he's had. We were talking before we started this show that I feel more confident this week than last week. Why? Because this is the third time seeing the Seahawks, and I feel that the fact that we just played a tough defense, probably the most talented squad from top to bottom.
Yep.
On paper, it's on paper,
Eagles,
right?
Yeah.
Is the Eagles. I mean, it's top to bottom. The fact that they couldn't produce on the field, that's a different thing. But the fact that we were able to handle the rush, I was worried about the rush. And then we lost Kittle so early in the game.
Yeah.
And we just didn't skip a beat.
How you guys doing with that?
What else has to go wrong already, right?
Yeah.
If the fact that we've been following the Niners and we've been talking about all these injuries and we've been seeing all these injuries, and it's like, and we're here, divisional round. We talked about it on our last show. Like, cannot believe after all these injuries,
We're here.
not many teams will be in this position.
Yeah.
And I think this is why coaching sometimes it's so important.
A lot of the time.
Not all, but sometimes players have to play, right, Coach?
Yeah.
Players have to play. Coaches can only do so much.
Yeah.
Players have to execute. But I think the mentality of this team, and we've talked about it, you said it, next man up. Niners have really put it to the whole
The
next
next to the next to the next to the next.
the next to the next. I mean, last game we had
The 6th and 7th
linebacker,
linebackers.
6 and 7 linebacker.
So having that, and they played phenomenal. They played better than
Eric Hendricks, my goodness.
Yes, they played better than a lot of the linebackers that we've had all season because one, they're fresh, two, they're veterans, and
Dude wasn't on the team a month ago.
he wasn't even he didn't even know he was gonna be in this position, and the fact that he produced and made a game-winning play like that, that's just I think that's where the Niners will win the game.
Yeah.
Because like I
Our
said,
experience. I think our coaching is gonna outmatch. I think, you know what? Sometimes, and we were talking about it the other day. Kyle Shanahan, I think he wanted to win against Seattle at home. Of course, he wanted to win, but I think maybe he ran a lot of plays to see how they would play him because maybe he had a feeling they would play him again.
Yeah.
How he set up the Eagles for that for the trick play.
play calling master.
I mean, that's what he has. He has to be consistent in this game. He has to be crazy consistent in this game, and just trust his players, and hopefully,
I think he's
hopefully,
got that run now. I mean, there's one thing Niner fans know Sam Darnold quite well, and every Niner fan I know keeps saying, at some point Sam Darnold's going to remember that he's Sam Darnold. Well, he hasn't. Yeah,
he hasn't, and you can't bet on that.
Let's say he does. It's still that run. That's what was that surprise. I think to your point about the Niners and feeling good about this matchup, I think the Bears chewed him up pretty good going into that game against Seattle.
Yeah.
And I don't think I don't think it was the same in Philly. So I think
the energy was obviously different at home. It would have been nice if they showed up with those nice black jerseys.
And one.
Oh, that was
opposite.
cool.
It was the opposite. They showed up. They didn't show up.
These two games are, with the coaching standpoint, two completely different. So one is Shanahan versus Mike McDonald, offense versus defensive minds. But on this other side, it's McVay versus Ben Johnson, two offensive masterminds that will go punch after punch after punch after punch. And I honestly cannot wait for what they're going to cook up in this game because with the conditions, the better coach will just come out of this,
Whoever blinks first.
Yeah. Who's going to be ready for this game? Who's going to be ready for these conditions? Is Sean McVay going to have these boys ready for this game with Ben Johnson rallying this team? Hyped as can be. The Rams are looking beat up after this Panthers game, but that post-game speech that Ben Johnson had was everywhere. ESPN, Bleacher Report, House of Highlights. Well, everywhere. That team has a whole different energy.
Thank you.
These teams are hungry. Yeah,
and we're forgetting Kickett's Cairo Santos. My prediction is that he comes through huge on Sunday night, and I mean, we're giving predictions yet for
Yeah, let's give it.
Yeah.
Let's give it.
I
What's
mean,
your
I think it's
prediction?
about that time, right? I'd say 26-23 Bears.
Ooh, game winner.
Game winner field goal or just
Yeah, Cairo Santos.
All right, it's gonna be a nail biter. Classic nail biter.
I want to say
Max T. Hunt,
36-24.
Wow.
36-24.
I think the Bears are going to roll, and I think the weather is going to be a big factor.
I
Big
think so
factor.
too.
I think
so.
I think that run game is gonna be humming all game, and then once you think that run game, or they're gonna
Play
fill up
action.
the box, play action. There's a masterful play action into like a reverse, and then you don't even know you're gonna blink, and then it's gonna be in the end zone, and that's what the Chicago Bears been doing all season. You blink,
Not afraid to sling it.
yep.
Do they do what's it called? The what do they call that?
Read option.
Yeah.
Flicker, hook
Read
and
option?
ladder. What you
Is that
got?
read option? Do you guys run that? The Bears run that?
With Williams, I
With
don't
Williams? No, huh? Not much.
read options.
The read option? No.
No.
Maybe with this-
So
maybe with this weather they may-
Kyle Monangai running up the gut and tosses to DeAndre Swift. I think they're not going to need to have Caleb Williams throwing downfield.
Yeah.
I think they're going to grind it down on the ground.
Yeah. So, what are your, I'd say, X factor players on offense and defense in order to get the W for the game against the Rams? What are your X factors?
I mean, Luther Burden, I got to say for us.
Right on.
When he is like, they need him on big third downs, on fourth down pushes. I mean, obviously the run game, we're going to gun that as much as we can. But for those throws, Luther Burden's really the guy right now. Ramo Dunze just got back from an injury. And right now, I'm honestly thinking, Luther Burden's looking definitely like a wide receiver one for the team. So, and
And you still got
defensively,
DJ Moore.
yeah, defensively, just the line.
Just keep breaking up.
Andrew Billings is questionable. If he's healthy and the whole line is like healthy for the most part, we just need to put a lot of pressure on that on the QB so that they're forced to play our game.
Yeah.
What about Joe Tooney? Well, that's how you pronounce his name?
Oh my gosh.
First all-pro lineman the Bears have had in 30 years maybe. So yeah, Joe Tooney's helped quite a bit.
Yeah.
Holding it down? He's holding it down?
Yeah, there might be some mojo. I saw some crazy thing. Every team he goes to,
He
Yeah.
had
He was on the Patriots when they were had their dynasty, and then the Chiefs dynasty, and now he's in the Bears.
Uh-oh.
Are the Bears the new? Are the Bears the new? Well, we shall see. We shall see.
I think Colston Loveland is going to continue to eat. I think this is his time of year. I think he gets better as it gets colder. And that underneath is going to be open all day. And he's going to get open in the seam. He's going to lay big blocks for Caleb scrambling. I think he's going to be a huge X factor on the offense. On the defense, I'm just going to call takeaways. The entire defense. I'm going to call special teams.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so
Man, those are important.
I'm saying Bears special teams.
They make a big difference in games for sure.
Thank you.
Are we thinking muff punt for the Rams? Are we thinking kick return touchdown, punt return touchdown,
Maybe field
block
goal.
field goal?
Or field goal.
blocks. I'm thinking blocks.
I think we might have two special teams events, okay, on the third phase. So I think that special teams are for special players, and I think they're going to make some special plays. And so I'd say something blocked, some sort of kick will be blocked, and perhaps some sort of return.
Okay.
Well, the Rams have let a game-winning block field goal up. So against the Eagles that 1 week. So I mean,
Their special team sucks.
the special teams they literally fired the special teams coordinator midway through the year. They're out of sorts.
Wait, wasn't their punt block last week too? There was.
Their punt was blocked last week.
Yeah, their special teams is not good.
And that's where they can lose the game. You have a firepower offense and firepower defense, and that's where you can lose the game. Special teams is so important.
Now,
And
what's your prediction for the Niners?
I think the Niners win in I wouldn't say super nail biter, but I think it's gonna be close with I think they're gonna win by 6, 23-17. The Niners win 23-17, and I think the offensive line holds up this week because week 18 was abysmal, and I think that's the X factor. With Trent Williams back, I think that's where the game is going to be won at the offense and in the trenches, to say the least. Run behind Trent Williams, we'll get some yards, and you have Kyle Juszczyk right behind Trent Williams. So I think, just like you said, you don't block, you don't get the ball. So Juwan Jennings, who just causes havoc all the time, loves to pancake people. So that energy from the O-line is going to transfer to everybody, and I think it's just going to be a flaw.
I think Niners score 25. No, they're going to score 28-21. I think Seattle scores late, but it's not enough. I think my X factors will be the defensive line is going to hold up this week and control that running game, making Darnold do his thing. Well, lack of, and I think on offense, Jennings is going to have a big game. Everybody's going to be focused on CMC. Perso's back. I think he's going to have a big game, over 100 yards.
All day long.
Yeah.
I think the linebackers on the defensive side, I think, is going to be the biggest for me.
And, I think Fred Warner's going to suit up.
If Fred Warner...
He may not play. He may not play.
He's
He's going to suit up for a mind. Yep.
He's been practicing. I don't think he's going to suit up for this game. The slight chance he does...
Yeah.
I think the linebacker crew can hold it down, even if without Fred Warner, because they played phenomenal last week. And in the Week 18 game, they didn't play because they were waiting on the bench, and they didn't play because we had D. Winters and Tatum Bethune, our two linebackers, and they were both injured for the Eagles game. And then these two linebackers stepped up, and I think they make a big impact in tackling because Week 18 we like 3rd and 17, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the Niners are going to
difference.
feast with the linebackers just making tackles. Just get off the field on 3rd down,
That's something for both teams.
Get off the field on 3rd down, especially with the Matthew Stafford, Puka, and Devontae Adams. They got a good offense, but will it be enough to take down the Chicago Bears? I think you guys are Sunday night, right? You guys are Sunday night?
Ooh, it's going to be night?
Yeah, Sunday night, but we're the last game to play.
NBC.
It's going to be even colder, too.
Both the Niners and Bears are...
Hey,
I've just
hopefully we're on.
Right.
We're doing this next week. Bears versus Niners.
Oh, my
We're going
gosh.
to be back here. We're going to be all
Come
going
on.
to be back
Come
here
on,
talking.
baby.
We got to speak it into existence.
Everybody's got to take care of business, right?
Yep.
You're down, baby.
Uh-huh.
Man, and out.
Thanks, guys.
Woo! Okay, so we had 36-24, and then what do you have, Coach Zach? What was your score?
26-23. I think it's
26-23.
pretty big grinder. Yeah.
And then you said
28-21.
28-21, and then I'm gonna give a Bears versus Rams score prediction. I think the Bears win, 24-19. The Bears win.
Okay. All right.
19.
Okay.
They strike at the end.
Okay,
And
yeah,
take the
that's
win.
fine.
And then I don't know what celebration Caleb Williams is gonna have at the end, like he did with the cheese grater. I don't know what that is for the Rams, but that's the Iceman, man.
Yeah,
Iceman,
man.
baby, come on.
Iceman comments. I'll tell you.
All right,
what.
man.
Now that we're off, dude, you think they're gonna be able to handle? I mean, I know it's hard to. I know the cliche. Dude, how are they gonna stop that run?
Who?
The Niners.
No, we don't know. They got to step it up. You know what it is? Last game, they didn't have. They played two high safeties the whole game, the whole entire game.
Yeah.
That's why they were able to run it. They're
Oh,
gonna
right
have,
on.
the whole game. So they're gonna have to bring someone down.
Right on. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense.
They're gonna have to. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Salah has. But I was seeing his press conference. He mentioned that after the first few drives, at the end of I think the second half, they were able to control pretty much the whole offense. That's why they only scored 13. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was that. So I think they were able to control it. We just gotta get off the field on 3rd downs. That was a big difference.
Some of this backstage stuff you might put in the podcast because this is pretty good. Because I think here's the thing about the Kittle. Kittle injury, I think he's a perfect martyr because to get his old dead ass out of there and Tonga some passes, that kid knows what he's doing. That young man knows how to catch and block. So I just think that I hate seeing it, but boy, I think his replacement is an upgrade.
Jake Tondes has.
That's
That's crazy. That's my fantasy tight end. That's kind of
He
crazy.
was the game winner. He was the game winner for week 1.
Yeah, Jake Tondes got the game winner against the Seahawks in week 1.
Week 1 game winner.
I think Purdy is just gonna calm the storm, and he's just gonna deliver at when we get
See, now we're just giving it all up for each other's squads. Go ahead and edit whatever you need. And if
I can keep this. I'll edit this in. I mean, I didn't stop recording.
We haven't stopped recording.
All right, fantastic. This is fun.
All right,
boy.
Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, take it easy, Coach.
All right, guys. We'll see you
All
guys
right,
Friday.
Yep. See you guys tomorrow.
All right,
See you
All
next.
right, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Dragons.
Thank you guys.